Hey, welcome back to the BIOMUTANT Gunless challenge, where today I think we're going to be finishing off all these side quests in explored territory, which will be nice.
Good work finding a fixer-upper like that. Maybe still savable.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling that Whiz is probably going to send us into the desert, because we've only got like 1 or 2 quests there. Something's got to send us there eventually.
You need to give the tensioners a matching adjustment.
I also don't know when, like, the end of the game hits. Like,
That sounds
what's the
delicious.
point of no return,
Full
you
of
know?
fluff.
Oh, another crash weapon. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, where is the Hoover Dam of this game?
Better than nothing.
I guess we'll find out. Man, these gun flexors were way out in the middle of nowhere. There's not really a lot of fast travel points in this part of the Europe fields. Wonder if we're just missing, like, the local villages or something. That didn't sound great. It's him again. Hello, Pocus. We're just gonna avoid him. Maybe he'll go away. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be following us very much. Huh. Okay, I guess these people are just enjoying
Get
life.
the rhythm going well. One arm, then the other.
Let's join them.
Pumping good. Looking better.
Yep, we are swole.
Will you with a hunter or the prey tonight?
Can we please not ask personal questions like that?
Well, looky there. A broke-down home. Might still be worth poking around. Kaboom!
Alright, you guys know the drill. Ow, that's not the drill. This is the wrong drill.
Good hit. Static. Bullets everywhere.
Well, there's the big guy down. He went down pretty fast, actually. Yeah, I'm not a big fan
All
of
fired up.
the fire effects, meaning they just run away. Kind of makes it hard to target them.
Dead on.
What's this?
Scrapalicious.
Is that Mud or Mew? Like, is that Y-O or U-D? I guess that's a D, 'cause the right corners are rounded and the left ones aren't, but that middle one, that could be either a Y or a U.
This one seems to
Yeah.
asks you to do the right
I'll help
thing.
you.
Is great.
Now we just gotta remember to punch the next one, and we'll be alright.
You need to get the keys in sequence.
How are we calling R2-D2 again? Okay, where are you sending me, buddy?
So, the technology from yesterdays is still here today, even
no.
if its message is getting old.
We still
Yuck.
have... Oh, I thought that was the last phone, okay. I guess we have another phone to collect.
Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention. That's Punchy's place up in that little blimp. No better upgrade bench around.
Why does Dave always introduce these places as if the shop is in the blimp and not on the ground? The blimp seems kind of secondary to these places.
Claims to have strange...
Why am I even looking at this guy's wares? He's a gun seller. I don't need them. Yeah, it sort of feels like there was like a first draft of this game where maybe monsters were more prevalent and so everyone lived in like blimps to keep away from them. That's a neat idea. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a neat idea. Let's mark this place so that we have a better view of the map. This is technically unexplored territory, but it's not the desert. So I'm not too concerned about revealing it. Yeah, there's a couple of spots we can get, like the mirror. What's that about? And then we need to do all this stuff in the FNAC leaves still. Well, no time like the present.
You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Chu-Chu here.
Who is Chu-Chu? I was gonna say this looks like a church. Is this
rubber scrap got uncovered over there?
Like a train station? Okay. That's a Chu-Chu. Yeah, I'm not as big on train engineers as I am on fishermen, so I don't think we need Chu-Chu, but we'll talk to him.
Chu-Chu knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him.
Why do you ride the rails?
Claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything good in life can roll your way. Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track, or look for a way to hit that switch? You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path.
Okay, good aura, got it.
Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them, and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. If you could go back, would you switch tracks or keep chugging along the one you're on?
I have no regrets.
Likes your sureness, the way you keep at it like a chug-chug with no way to reverse. Seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again. Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world chug around. Thinks it's lucky you're working with the Netra. They showed him an underground chug once and it was the most amazing thing.
Trains go underground?
Through tunnels carved out of the rock. Imagine who could have done that.
Amazing.
But let's not get derailed. Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out. But sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Chu-Chu. He's been off track since the world started dying, but he's trained his mind to stay positive regardless of the situation.
You know, the rails don't go everywhere.
Figures that's true, but they can get you close enough to most things for most reasons. You can stumble along from there. Thinks the Netra tribe has the most stone-hearted members.
Okay, goodbye.
We'll be around when you return.
Huh. I'm surprised he didn't give us a quest or ask to be on the Ark. I wonder what's up with that. Well, I guess we can get all this then. I mean, he's got to be important.
You need to swivel the Globus's bearings.
He's got like his own unique thingy. There we go.
You can't really understand your story till it's done.
There's a lot in this little train yard. Guess we'll get it. Oh.
Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire.
Is this the last one of these?
Wired up and ready to go. Clothes make you look unnaked.
That's how clothes work, yes. You know, we hit so many, like, things that were, like, the last of that object last episode, and we haven't hit, like, a single... I guess we did the guitars. But I guess there's a lot of stuff in the desert then. Which means we have to head there sooner or later. I don't know where the rest of the loot... I guess probably around, like, the train yard part, maybe? Oh, is it upstairs? I don't know. Do I really care? Is that... No, that's just the same thing as always. There aren't that many animals. That looks different, though. I wonder if that's something we need to get. And how we want to get to it. I guess... Oh, that would do it. Yes. Oh. I guess we're dealing with this guy now. He's not even labeled. He's just a nameless armored thug.
The eyes.
Drops a cool hat. Great.
There's something there. Spronkers.
So one more bio blob,
The
which is over
scrap
here.
keeps piling up. Ooh-wee, that's
And
biohazard.
superb loot somewhere. Huh. Yeah, I don't know where this loot is. I guess I shan't worry about it too much. Let's mark this place and get out of here.
Goodbye to another night. Let's see.
This place looks a mite dangerous.
That's a putty-upper plaza. Some were actually trying to build something before it all started to end. Wow, that's a solar mirror. You get that pointed at the sun to bring the bright spark. Now you just need to get the solar mirror turned on. Turn it around so the shiny part's pointed at the shiny sky ball.
Like that?
Don't mean to throw shade, but that's not shiny enough.
Is that? Oh, there are enemies over there. How shiny do we need it to be? Like, that's where the sun is. Like, we can see the shadows.
Don't mean to throw shade, but that's not shiny enough. Don't mean to throw shade, but that's not shiny enough.
How is this not shiny enough?
You got all the shinies lined up.
That was ridiculous. Oh. Gun mod. Great. How useful. There's a
This
helpless
story
soul
is
here,
about
so
a
we should
hero.
probably do that at least. We seem to have attracted some attention. Oh. This seems to be another gang war.
Bang, bang. Get out of here. Stay on target. Electric. Dead already.
Level 45. Nice. Yeah, I don't like how he has a skeleton of an entirely different character inside him. It's a little spooky. So there are 3 bioblobs, lots of loot, and a helpless soul. And I don't know, where is the middle of this area? We're on it. Okay, so it could be anywhere in any direction. Got it. Let's go look over here at this building, I guess. If we can make it over there. Is this solid? That's definitely not solid. Okay. Oh, get out, get out, go, go, go. What? Okay. This is a little scary.
Whoa, smell that? Biohazard nearby.
Well, more enemies. Figures.
Wow, wow, wow. 1.21 gigawatts.
Also, I would really appreciate it if you didn't knock me into the goo. That would be really bad for me. I'm seeing an easy way over there. I guess we'll follow all this. I hear people in there. This looks good. Oh, careful, careful, careful. I wonder if this is part of the area. No, great. I should probably level up.
Wiser than ever.
Alright, well here's the helpless soul.
Nice shot. Who could stand against that? Lit! Blasting everything to bits.
You know, as far as I can tell, being neutral isn't much different than being light-sided.
Asks you to
Which,
do the right
I mean,
is great.
it's kind of a shame. I don't specifically recall anyone saying otherwise before the game was released, so that one's probably on me. But it would be nice if there was some acknowledgement of it. I guess I'll do my best to actually beat the game neutral and see if that changes the ending or anything. But I'm not seeing a lot of loot.
It's gone from being late to being early.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave this area now that we've got all the quest stuff from here. Alright, back in the Fnacky Leaves to head off a whole cluster of quest-related
Rubber scrap is
things.
too much fun. So stretchy.
I think after that, we can finally go talk to Whiz, see what he has to say, what he wants us to do. He's probably gonna send us on a quest, just like every other side character, except for Chu-Chu for some reason.
Might want to check out that old home there to see if there's anything in it.
I don't like these things. I've probably said that before.
Made it count.
They're very aggravating. Well, not aggravating. They're upsetting is what they are. That's probably a good word for it.
Zap.
Don't like the noises they make, don't like the way they look.
Cutting edge.
Yeah, that's not good. So this is the last globe.
You need to swivel the globus's bearings.
Are we gonna get a globe weapon? Probably a gun mod, like a top mod or something. No, a crush weapon. Oh, yeah. It checks out.
Looks valuable.
I don't understand what the game does or doesn't consider to be superb loot, because sometimes really rare items aren't considered superb.
Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment. You need to focus.
Can we make it? No. Darn, that was going to be a really cool entrance.
There's Vungo's place, a den of disrepute.
Okay. Time to defeat another bandit. Fungo's Vongo.
I don't wanna leave the Congo. No, 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 no.
Hey,
Was
nice
it
shot.
Civilization by the Andrews Sisters?
Shot through.
Alright, you don't have to stab me with an anchor. That's not something that you have to do. Alright, you. Great. Now we just have this guy. I don't like flaming weapons. They make the enemies run away, which makes it hard to do combos.
You always find good use for things like that.
Time to clear out this camp.
A solid fixer-upper over there. Wonder if anyone calls it home these days.
Okay, well, despite hearing enemies, I don't see them. So I think we're clear to loot this place. Like, that was clearly superb loot. And I don't know, the game just doesn't count it sometimes. Like, it's very strange. Inconsistent. It's a big word to describe this game. Seems like an awful place to put a
You
projector,
need
but
to
okay.
get the optical controls in order to start it.
I
Excellent.
think we've seen this one.
That's
Yes.
illuminating.
We have? Maybe?
If you had enough time and the world wasn't falling apart, you could consider making a home for yourself here. Metal scrap, that's the good stuff.
I don't know, Dave, I think I'd pick a different house if I was going to try and rebuild
You
society.
need to harmonize the notes.
Something tells me this one's not exactly a good fit for that sort of thing.
Music to anyone's ear.
Time to Skyrim our way to the next location. Could follow the road, but it'd take us like 3 times as long. I want the pip. Give me the pip. Here we go. It's real weird about how it lets you do things sometimes. The game wants to do things in a specific way, and it does not like it when you don't cooperate with it.
You could have missed that shopperia. Slow down and take a look.
We've got
Hot metal.
the grapple guy without an enemy other than us, so we actually get to see him grapple stuff. That's cool. Oh, he's still grabbed though, which seems
Ouch!
a little redundant when you have a grappling hook.
Zap.
Also, he doesn't really pull all that much. He mostly just pushes us away with it. Strange.
Dead.
So we probably want to take that turret out.
That paid off. Try not to get turned around in the dark.
Alright, I'm coming for you, buddy. Oh, I got it. Alright, one last TV. Do we get a
The
TV
antenna
weapon?
needs to be pointed in the right direction.
You know, they've all been weapons. It'd be nice to get, like, a helmet or something. Like a TV helmet, I'd wear that.
As the iBox broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit,
No, it's another weapon
usually
mod.
right in the feels.
You know, like a TV helmet is, like, the perfect thing. How do you miss that? At least the video's new, although it doesn't really seem to be much. Yeah, very early YouTube.
That motor juice station over there might still have some go juice. Long shot, sure, but there's only one way to be sure.
I'm glad it doesn't have any enemies, at least. We're pretty close to the Benearth outpost, so it would be kind of ridiculous if there was just like a gang camped out here.
You need to get the keys in sequence.
Wait a second, what? No, right, that's correct. Now, are we actually going to get a secret message that tells us the location of something this time? The records didn't. Come on, R2, don't let me down.
So, the technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting
That's something we could actually use. That's nice. Okay, so this ping dish will tell us where the oxygen suit is, which is more or less the only one we need.
A ping dish like that one was good for tracking aerojets and other flying machines.
Sounds like combat. Is that... what? What are you? Are you an enemy or just a horse?
Gotta hurt.
I guess he's an enemy if they killed him. That's a shame. I would like
Down to half your health.
a crazy horse. No, we're not. Not crazy horse as in the historical figure. I just meant like a weird... like how you can't have the,
Itchy trigger finger.
the...
Short, sir.
was it the water that gets the tribute in Breath of the Wild? The crazy, like, forest god horse thing. Or the skeletal horses.
Right
The stout
where it
horse.
counts.
I love a good undead horse.
To get the ping dish to work, you need to line up the pong paddles for a proper match.
You know, anyone could do this. This stuff isn't
That's
hard.
a match. Now you can ping all the dishes you like. Spin that paddle to turn the ping dish properly.
You definitely don't need an intelligence of 370.
No pings there, only pongs. Pingety ping ping, you found a transmessage.
I think these could be a little less sensitive, in all honesty. Alright, there's 5 superb loot. Will we find it? Stay tuned to find out.
Makes it.
Well, yes, actually, for once we did find all the loot. That's nice. So apparently, this bank shelter is a secret that we got from a civilian.
At least the
I don't know
temp's
how, we've
nice
already
and
been in
steady
here.
underground.
But apparently it counts. So did we actually explore it this time? Is the secret part gone? No, it's still there. Well, that's lame. Don't know what to do about that. Also, apparently there's a Fluffhawk nest, like, right next to Gil. So that's great. You're not Fluffhawks. You're just cereal mascots.
Oh, ouch. Boom. Could be a monster napping here at any time of day.
Maybe. See up higher? See across this tightrope? That would be ridiculous.
Just stay on the rope.
I don't know how I was supposed to not fall off that, because I certainly tried. Okay, and it's back over there. Okay, interesting. Apparently the map says the Fluffhawk nest is over there, of all places. So I guess we'll head this way. What's another use? Are you just an enemy?
That hurt 'em.
I'd love to have, like, a pet one of those. Here's our fluffy boy. Ow, that got us. Alright. I don't know if I should even bother trying to find the ATM in this place.
Maybe this key will do it.
And now we're back in the mire to get one last string block and one last ray lighter. That sounds like enemies. I don't see them, but I'm doing damage.
Charge 'em.
Wow, it's these guys. What are you guys doing in the mire?
Someone
Strange.
lived there once. You
Alright.
need to harmonize the notes.
Are we gonna get like a piano we can smash people with? That'd be cool. It'd be a two-handed crush weapon, so I won't be able to use it, but it would be cool.
Music to anyone's ear.
Yep. Figured. Hello.
Says the tree of life connects all creation.
Do you live here? I'll leave you to it.
We'll be around when you return.
I'm probably not gonna return, buddy. Just gonna steal your stuff and go.
This place is made for monsters.
Oh, looks like we found another
At this
nest.
speed, the goo is sublime.
Question is, where is? Oh, there is it. Okay. Wake up.
Super effective.
That was my patented circle strafing technique, which seems to work very well on most enemies in this game. Or any game, for that matter.
That's some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters.
Alright, so there's the vault. More of these guys. Great.
A smart foe would lead.
I don't like how these guys are starting to invade other areas of the game. Pretty soon they'll be invading my dreams.
Don't just rattle those keys. Empty-handed.
Wow, an empty one. I haven't seen that in one of these. Is the game just running out of loot for us? Where's this last totem? Is it anywhere nearby? I don't see it. So I'm gonna take that as a no. How did we just miss this fluff hulk when we were messing around with this barn? This looks like a big place.
You don't see many old shops like that anymore. Might still be something worth poking around for.
Jeez, this is a big old mess. Okay, let's get in the middle of it.
Took care. What a blow! Not much left of that one. Zap 'em good.
Yeah, this is probably the only effective way of dealing with these. Could you imagine trying to take out these guys individually?
Middle-lifed.
Probably want to heal though.
Well placed.
Level 46. Nice. Is that man a rhinoceros? Or is he just wearing a weird helmet? He might just be wearing a weird helmet. Heal again.
That's the stuff.
Okay, that guy's down. Let's take out this turret. Oh, you're not a turret, you're just a man with a gun.
Upshot. Wow.
Okay, he's down. Down to just a couple of enemies.
Smoked.
Alright. Well, that was certainly combat. Haven't had anything that exciting in a couple episodes, really.
Those are the kind of things you need. History is nothing but a series of stories.
Let's see this last... Ooh, escalators. Let's see this last video and see if it's of any importance or if it's just going to be more nonsense. I mean, I love nonsense.
You need to get
fair.
the optica controls in order to start it.
I mean, the Jabberwocky's one of my favorite poems of all time.
Excellent. That's illuminating.
Well, it's the same video as on the TV. Okay. Did that... I don't think we got a reward for that quest. I think it just gave us XP. Game's afraid to let us bash people with an old-fashioned projector for some reason. Yeah, I could just see, like, just put film on your gun or your melee weapon as an attachment. That could have been a thing. No? Nothing? Okay. I mean, at least it's not just another crush weapon.
That's a pristine weapon.
Those were pants, Dave. Oh, this looks like a place. This looks like a big place, actually. Alright, what is this place exactly? Pretty empty, by the looks of it. Okay. This is where Whiz is.
The Surgesurf Factory. Keep your eye out for Whiz while you're here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yep. There's Whiz. There's the Merc Puff. Can we see it from here? Over there? Somewhere? Where is the Merc Puff? Is it underwater? That would explain the submarine we're apparently getting. I don't see anything. Okay. Do you see that over there? I have
Heroes inspire in
questions?
a way nothing else can.
This is like the most interesting thing I've seen all game. It's like those tentacles that always attack us, but they're not attacking us.
Toxanol's mining led to mass deforestation and increased global warming, as nature couldn't absorb the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emissions without the trees. These irreversible changes to the climate also contributed to the evolution and modified our genetic code.
I don't think that's how any of that works, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This is a very strange place. Very strange. What are you? Fascinating. Oh, there's the robot hand. Interesting. That's a big, very messed with book. I don't know. Is he keeping pages or something? I don't understand that.
Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention to them, it looks like.
Please explain things for
Whiz
me.
should be around here somewhere, probably taking care of his guppos.
Is that what those are?
The Surgesurf Factory was one of the cleaner ways to make power, until the surf turned into goo and clogged it all up, that is.
I really hate that like half the questions you can ask are just things that are already explained. What stopped it from working? The surf turned into goo and clogged it up. What do you think stopped it from working? They turned surf into electric power.
The power comes from turning the movement of the surf into surge sparks. Sometimes science is beyond belief. There are sure to be more tracks around here. Maybe by the shore.
Okay. Let's follow the trail then. Which I think means we need to go out. What is this place? What is this chess set? This is more interesting than 90% of the game. Okay. Oh, no. That's... Did not mean to come in here. Hello, Whiz.
Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Whiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod?
I do not.
Whiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Whiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go. But says it helps to have friends with you to plumb those depths.
What do you mean by friends?
They've been here for you since you were a kidling, but when you left, you also chose to distance yourself from everyone that cared for you. Whiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready to face them again. He knows you've returned to face Looper Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides.
Yeah, but he's dead.
He's
right?
Not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever, but you've always been able to rise like a bubble to the surface, no matter what. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in one direction, you can always lay your own course.
I mean, Lupa Lupin's dead, but I'm still not happy about it. I still want revenge.
He feels you've deserved revenge because of how you were wronged. You've suffered enough to make him pay. Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really has it. Did you make the decisions that brought you here, or are you just a pawn of fate?
We can't control fate. Fate has an Xbox controller.
Maybe that's true for you, but he's not so sure about his own fate. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Still so many things to invent. Wonders why you felt like kicking the world so hard when it was already down. Intrigued that you went to ground with the Netra. Primitive as they tend to be, they're explorers, and he respects that.
They're not very sophisticated.
Figures' manners are less important than how you approach the world. Eyes open are always better than closed. But that's not nearly as important as this. Whiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths, but there's something else down there too, gnawing at the tree of life. He's named it the Merc Puff. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big enough tug twister to open it up and let you a-go-in. He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up mecha fingro in the mecha stadium that still has one stuck on its back. Find it, and you'll find the tug twister.
What is a mecha fingro?
It's definitely made to lend a helping hand and do the heavy lifting. Toxanol records mention it as an automaton made for moving bionucleus matter into storage areas.
Sure, that's how that works. Is it just me, or is Whiz just like a Mirka from Neopets in a lab coat? So, the notice board with the tracks is over here. The tracks themselves are over here, which is a lot farther than any other tracks I've seen. I don't know how we're supposed to have tracked this, but here it is.
Impressed you found that, despite all the goo.
What is this place?
This place has held power for a long time. In many ways, it still does.
Could it be fixed?
That would require cleaning up all the goo. Glad you found that track. There's a lot to learn about this world, both here and beyond.
It's just like a frozen area? Okay. Oh, I don't really care, so. Some of these side quests seem a little bugged. Some of them are like, yeah, find the friend who needs help waking his group. That's in the desert, sure, but then you've got find the dirty friend. That's over here. But it wasn't showing up on the map previously. Same thing with the pilgrim. The boom, like these are all quests that didn't have waypoints until I clicked on them in the journal. So we've still got a decent number of quests left, including one that just says talk to Pebble? Like we hadn't done that already? Hello,
Are you
Pebble.
still sure you want him to go on the Ark?
Actually, I'm not sure.
Pebble is always ready to help.
Can we change our mind? I know there's one person who I want to go on the Ark who we haven't met, because I did look it up afterwards to see how many people there were, and there's a lot. But Whiz would also be a good choice. Probably better than Pebble, but I guess we're stuck with Pebble now. And apparently the Mecha Stadium is not... Ooh, what do you have?
Says it's bad enough the Tree of Life is dying. Now monsters are chewing everyone to little bits.
I hear monsters.
Scouts spotted a massive monster coming this way. They're all dead for sure.
Oh, is this another village defense?
Should they start digging graves? Or maybe you could meet that monster for them.
Where is it?
Reports the scouts spotted it not too far away. Killed one of them. Hopes you can stick around. All you have to do is drive the monster away or kill it. Easy, right?
Right.
Don't give up now. That monster should be here soon.
Alright.
Thanks you for standing ready to risk your skin for theirs.
It's a Fluffle. That's... okay. A monster attack Fluffle. Like that. Interesting. This might actually be easier than a normal Fluffle fight, because this area is kind of like a terrible place for him to be. Yeah. It's very easy for us to get him stuck. Let's stop until he's done with his animation. Alright, that was exciting.
Overjoyed you beat the monster. That was a wowzer.
I mean, he wasn't that tough. But yeah, I guess next episode we'll go get the Mecha Fingro. It's just over there, a couple hundred yards. If the Merc Puff is like the other Puffs, and I don't know why it wouldn't be, but, you know, again, this game is inconsistent, but if it is like the other Puffs, then we don't have to fight it right away as soon as we get...
The light is nearly blinding.
Everything for Whiz, so hopefully we'll be able to use that as our point of no return, finish off all the side quests, and then fight the last World Eater, so stay tuned.